The cast of the mockumentary series W1A has returned for a lockdown special. It pokes fun at some of the awkward video conference calls many of us will have experienced with colleagues, including like the wave at the end.
Yeah, in the video, which was posted on YouTube yesterday, the team form a bounce-back group to discuss ideas on how to entertain TV audiences during the pandemic. Have a look.
OK, so if Anna seems to have frozen, shall we start anyway?
Yes.
Yes, no, brilliant.
The fact is I'm not frozen, I just haven't moved.
Christ.
Blimey.
OK, good. So welcome everybody, including Anna, to the first ever lockdown meeting of the BBC COVID-19 Bounce Back group.
Bounce back?
To try to imagine what the new normal will look like and to begin to plot a path towards it from wherever it is that we are now.
OK.
Hurrah!
Yeah, good luck with that.
But I just wanted to say at the outset, as you know, I'm a firm believer that every problem is a solution waiting to happen.
Brilliant.
Oh.
And I think we can say with some confidence that we're looking at one of the biggest solutions any of us have ever seen here. So that's another big positive to take out of this.
Yes, no, fabulous. Very good.
Yeah, we're also looking at repeating the whole of Wimbledon 2013 when Murray won.
Right.
Bare balding, red button, the lot.
Yes.
Plus, we're currently repeating every football match we own the rights to with Gary Lineker on his settee.
Yes.
What city?
And Gavin and Stacey, obviously, which I love.
Basically, we're putting everything we've got on iPlayer back on live TV. It's all gone backwards.
The truth is, we're already close to peak repeat and we're still looking at this black hole coming towards us.
I mean, if you haven't seen it, watch it, because the solution they come up with is ridiculous.
Oh, it's radical. It's radical.
It's ridiculous and almost genius as well. Almost. We are joined now by two of the actors who you saw there playing their characters, Jason Watkins and Sarah Parish. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, you know, Sarah, I was watching you, and usually you talk to actors, right? And they hate seeing themselves on telly, and they always like, you know, a bit squeamish about it, particularly when the days when we used to be able to have you guys here with us on the sofa. You'd almost turn away. You were giggling away watching that. This is funny.
It is funny. It is funny. I remember, you know, we've been trying to get something off the ground for a while. John Morton, our lovely writer, was actually doing a paid job, so it took him quite a while to get round to it. But we really wanted to do something just to cheer people up, really. And I remember when the script came through, thinking, God, I've really missed these characters. You know, they're so much fun. They're so great to do.
Jason, what was it like? Because it's 3 years on since you guys have worked together. What was it like? I mean, very different format, but you're back together.
It was like... I was laughing there because basically just vanity, I think, is laughing at myself. But I think it was really great to do it because it felt almost normal again. You actually felt like you were working again, which is wonderful. And I think those characters are so sort of embedded in us. And I mean, I think Hugh and I have been tweeting for about sort of a couple of years in character, and I think and Sarah joined, and Rufus Jones joined us, so it kind of became this sort of little world, and we reacted to things like BBC Sounds, and it was all a bit of wit, but you know, it's just so brilliant that John Morton actually has written something so brilliant and funny just to bring us all together again. It was great to make, and we had a good time filming it.
And Sarah, there's some wonderful phrases that have cropped up. I love that phrase, peak repeat. What was the phrase? I think we've reached peak repeat. Is that the phrase?
Yes, that's one of Tracy's. It's rather negative. So she's always really down on everything. Yeah, that was one of the sayings. He's just got the way he writes. John is so brilliant. It would be lovely to be able to do some more. I know BBC Two are very interested in showing this one, and you know, maybe they'll let us do some more. Who knows? It would be great to introduce the other characters back in, because I know a lot of people have been requesting Siobhan Sharp back.
Yes, who was the PR? Siobhan was the PR chief. So, Jason, no offence to you two. In amongst that little lineup there, as you watched it, my eye is permanently drawn, and forgive me, I don't know the character's name, the director of news, who is top right as you're looking at the screen.
Yeah, David Westhead. Yeah, I mean, he's a fantastic performance, can we say? But yeah, he's the kind of the cynic, isn't he? And he's the one who sort of he sees cut through the BS, if I can use that term.
Yes, he has that kind of it's that sort of weary resignation about all the you know, it is that glimpse of what other people might be saying at that time, isn't it?
I think that's one of the strengths of the series, that it's not just about the BBC. It's about any corporation and any kind of work environment. There's always the cynic, and there's always someone who's talking nonsense.
Sarah, I mean, obviously we're looking at W1A done on a Zoom app or something of the similar ilk. How have you been coping during lockdown? I mean, have you embraced Zoom? Because I think there are those who do and there are those who don't.
There are. I have embraced Zoom. I've been doing an awful lot of Zoom meetings. I run a charity, so I've been doing a lot of Zooming with the charity. And actually, funny enough, tonight there is a big Zoom event that I'm holding with Amanda Holden and Keith Lemon. There are still tickets available, so if anybody wants to go to my social media or Amanda's social media and buy a ticket. We're having a big celebrity quiz. So all the girls that I always have a girls' night with on Fridays, myself, Angela Griffin, Lisa Faulkner, Nicola Stevenson, Amanda Holden, we're having a proper ladies' night quiz. So everybody can join in. So it would be great if people could buy a ticket and come and join us, because all the proceeds are obviously going to the NHS frontliners. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's a big Zoom event.
Yeah, Keith Lemon, I would imagine, quite hard to control in those circumstances. Something would tell me.
Well, I don't know. This is the first for me. I mean, I don't know anyone who's ever done anything like this before, so it's going to be quite riotous. And Lord knows what any of us are going to say, because after a few cocktails, it could get a bit hairy out there. So you'd have to join in to see.
You know, Jason, it's so interesting, isn't it? Just finding out how people feel at the moment, how people are coping. You know, we were looking at, I know it sounds really odd, we were looking at retail sales. Alcohol sales up, tracky bottom sales up, food actually dropping now. I mean, how do you fit in that trend? Are you following the trend?
Just drinking most of the day, I suppose, really. Starting about 10 o'clock and just carry on drinking. No, actually, I'm actually being really good. I'm doing lots of cycling and stuff like that. But I'm also doing lots of kind of Zoom stuff and charity stuff. And there's this thing I've got involved with it just about Michelle Collins has got some actors together all doing monologues just for the Actors Benevolent Fund, because performers are going to really struggle, particularly in the theatre. And I think, you know, James Graham spoke so brilliantly last night on BBC Question Time about how important the arts are. And, you know, even in the theatre, you know, people arrive in television and make their name in television, film stars in the theatre. So, you know, it's just a way of public being aware that actors are struggling and need a little bit of help. But you can just tune in and watch some great people like Ian McKellen and doing speeches and just try and support our fellow performers. But no, I've been very good. Homeschooling is the thing that I'm struggling with.
Jason, can I just ask? Can I ask one question, which is a really trivial thing, but it's kind of a delight for us. And you're a performer. How much did you think through what we can see of your home? Because I'm looking behind you, I can see what's that? A thing of utensils, so a lot of kitchen stuff. Yeah. I can see the radio just behind you. Did you kind of think, how do I want to choreograph my scene for BBC Breakfast this morning?
Well, I mean,
please do.
Around me, it's my daughter Bessie's 13th birthday today.
Oh.
She's now a teenager. So I'm wishing her happy birthday. She's over there. She's very shy. She doesn't.
Does she want to come over and say hello?
Well, come and say. Oh, come on.
What's her name? What's her name again?
Bessie.
Oh well, look,
you know what? I can flip the thing round.
No, don't do that. She doesn't want to be on. That's fine. But in the absence of seeing her, I will wish Betty a very happy 13th birthday. It's a brilliant age. Yeah. It's a brilliant age, Betsy. Brilliant age to be. So the whole kitchen and area is all festooned with bunting and all sorts, but. Yeah, I've chosen a rather sort of bland background. Sarah, I've got to say, you look like you've got some clothes thrown over a chair behind you, so you've taken the casual look. Or is that a blanket?
Oh, yeah. I didn't look at that. Yeah, that is indeed clothes thrown over. This is the office. This is usually my office, but now it's become Nell's schoolroom. So this is where we do homeschooling with Nell. So I try to sort of push everything out of the way, and then underneath my shirt I've got on my running gear, so I just whip the shirt off after this and go straight running. So it's quite nice being able to do stuff like this where I don't have to get properly dressed up. I've got my jogging bottoms on underneath. There they are.
Jason, we won't ask you to do the same thing for obvious reasons. It's been lovely talking. It's been lovely talking to you both this morning.
The image will never leave you.
And it's a delightful bit of television you've made.
It really
so
is.
thank you very much.
Oh, what a lovely pair.
Thank you.
Take care.